Hi, this is Annie Otson, and today I'm going to talk to you about toytheater.com. So when deciding what I wanted to present on for this presentation, I put a lot of thought into how can this tool be used. I wanted something that was versatile and not just like an app that can only be used on an iPad or a Chromebook. I know my children use Chromebooks. I know some other students use iPads. I personally have two different computers at home that I use, and I want something that could be used across the board by all students. I want something that had a wide range of subject matter if possible. I am an art education major, and so if I could get something that was art ed but had other options, great. Also, this website is more elementary age focused, and those are three things that kind of drew me in. So toytheater.com was founded in 2001 with its first game called Feed Freddy. Feed Freddy is still on the website. You can find it under math games, and you can also find it under reading games. The founder's name is Joe Gaspard, and he is also the CEO. And here is a list of some other contributing artists to this website. Their mission statement is to contribute to the education of young children by offering free, accessible, and high-quality online learning activities. Other important things to note about this website. First off, all the games on this website and all the tools on this website are original to this website. They aren't other games or other tools found on other websites on the internet and then compiled onto this website. They are all made specifically for this website. They include art and design activities, which is something they take pride in, and it's a reason why I personally chose this option, because they had quite a few things and quite a few ways I could use this website within my own curriculum. The design is very simple and they pride themselves on that. I do have to say, when I first looked at this website, I was a little concerned because the design is so simple and it looks a little dated. Once I started poking around and playing, there is so much you can do on it, and that the simple design should not cause you to overlook this website. The other thing too, I think, since it's geared towards younger students, specifically younger elementary age students, I think that simple design is useful. I think too many graphics, too much stuff going on the screen can sometimes be distracting or overwhelming for young children. And so I think the simple design helps with this ease of use. Like I said before, this website is geared towards kindergarten through third grade, but as I was working on this presentation, my fifth grader let me know that she uses this website at school for math games. Also, on a YouTube video I watched, there was a presenter that said that they use one of the math games in her social statistics class at a college level. So there is a lot of versatility to this website. There is not a ton of YouTube videos on how to use this website. I think part of it's because it is very intuitive and easy to use, that once you get on there, it's usually easy to poke around. But I did find this particular YouTube video. It is 13 minutes long, so I'm just going to share the first 2 minutes, but I think it gives a good idea of how to use the website and what you can do on this website.
Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a new website that I discovered today. It's called toytheater.com. And when you sign in, you'll see a bunch of games. You can start at the top by math, reading, art, music, puzzle, and game. Those are all fine to just kind of play around with. If you want, the game section's kind of cool. You can play games just one-on-one. But what I want to show you today is the teacher tools square at the top. It's the orange one. So I'm going to click on that. And they have all of these resources available for free. So you can use them to work on, to help supplement what I have assigned to you. Or you could just use them kind of to do some fun stuff at your house on your own time. There is flashcards. So when you open that, it will give you a problem. You can toggle between addition, subtraction, multiplication, division problems. And then you just answer your question and it will just give you the next card. All right. So that's kind of a different way to practice math facts. There's a math test. You can choose addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then the numbers that you want to be used in the equations, and then you click start. It will bring up the problems. Students just click on the problem. It will provide some options, and then you can click your answer. When you're done, you just click done, and it will give you color-coded what's correct, what's incorrect. Something else that looked interesting and something you guys can do is the geoboard. I would use this kind of for fun drawing, but make it challenging.
So as you can see, there are a ton of options. She's just shown you a few things that you can do on this website. But I'm going to go over next each individual tab and talk to you more about what Toy Theater has to offer. So first of all, in the Tools tab, which is the same tab that the YouTuber just shared with us, there are so many useful tools. We have learned about a lot of these tools on different sites throughout this class, but there's so many that are compiled on this website. There's an interactive clock, timer, there are dice and spinners, and there's options for how many sides of the dice you want or how many numbers you want in your spinner, flashcards, number lines, calculator, graphs, tanagrams, and pattern blocks, lots of different like graphing tools and things like that. I combined the math and reading tabs because they had a lot of similar things on both sides, but they both had a ton of games, lots of math games. The reading tab had actual whole books under it that the students could read on their own. And math games like word scramble games, things like that. There is a music tab, and under the music tab you will find a keyboard and a xylophone. There's also a music composer where you can actually write music and it will play it back to you, which I thought was really fun. And then for me, the most important tab was the art tab. And some of the things that you could do in the art tab was there were doodle pads, there was animation, there are art history options, which is always great to see, and there are always things I'm looking to implement into my own classroom. There are lots of just like free drawing activities or pattern making activities and all types of fun things that kids can do to create art on their computer digitally, very simply. So next, I'm going to go over a couple of more specific things to do on the Toy Theater website. First, I'm just going to show you how you can use that classroom timer. For me, as an art teacher, time management is really important. I think it's really good to be able to use timers to kind of keep people or keep students aware of how much time they have to work on certain projects and just kind of keep them on track. So, to use the teacher timer, go to toytheater.com. This is what you will see when you enter the website. The site is busy, but I think once you figure out how to use it, it's quite easy to use. The classroom timer is on the home page because it is a commonly used tool. You can also find it up here under Teacher Tools. More specifically, this is what the top bar will look like. So you'll click on Teacher Tools, and this is all the tools that are under Teacher Tools. There's actually more down here, more different graphs and number lines and hundreds charts that you can use. So when you click on the teacher timer or the classroom timer, you will get this page. You are able to choose what color you want your timer to be. And then up here, you choose how long you want your timer to run. I chose 15 minutes. And once you get that set, you press, it'll show up here and you'll press set. And that's what your timer will look like as it counts down to 0. You can pause, reset it too. Now, as an art education major, there were so many neat little tools and ways to use this in the classroom. So I chose to use the quilt game to help. You could put this in a lesson about making patterns or color theory. So what you'll do is you'll go up to the top tab again and click on art. When you click on art, you'll see these are all the options here. So you have all kinds of different fun little games and graphics you could create. And as you scroll down, there's also some famous paintings that you can work from. What we are going to click on today is the quilt tool right here. Once you click on the quilt, this is what you'll see. Now what you can do is you can click on this tab and it will give you different options on different quilts to use. After you choose your quilt, you will want to choose your color. So you'll click on what color you want to use, and once you click on the color, it's going to give you a choice of different hues. So then you get to narrow it down even more and click on another color. Once you find your color, you click on which squares or which little shapes you want your color to go in on this one, and then your pattern will appear on this side. And then you repeat this until you fill out your whole quilt. And as you can see, this is a great way for understanding the concept of patterns. There's simpler quilts, there's busier quilts, but you can really implement this into a pattern lesson. And also you could use this to understand color theory and how colors work, which I thought was really great. There's a lot, like I said, there is a lot to do on this website. And so my suggestion is, if you get a chance, go to toytheater.com and see if there's some way or some sort of game you can implement in your own classroom. And hopefully you learned a little something from this presentation. Thanks.